There we go. Right. Probably the only one who never played Warhammer. Well, you know, it's probably for the best, mate. Otherwise, you would have cheated yourself out of a lot of money.
War. It has always been a part of life in the British Isles. From Roman times unto present day, no king or emperor has called this realm his own.
Spent so much fucking money on Warhammer back in the day.
Stand ready to do battle over these
and it costs even more these days as well. Like, they've doubled the price of a whole bunch of stuff.
In the attempt.
It's like they're desperate to go out of business, frankly. It's a bit silly. I only played 40k, mind you. I couldn't afford more than one bloody game. A friend of mine was really into it, and he had, like, pretty much... I think he had all three. He had fantasy, he had 40k, and I think he had some Lord of the Rings miniatures too. Because there was a Lord of the Rings Warhammer as well you could get. Had a very different rule set as well. It was kind of interesting. It actually had fate points similar to Talisman, you know, with where you could do rerolls for certain hero units and things, I think. I actually played a game of it once with a friend. It was interesting, but yeah. But yeah, I could only afford 40k. It was partly because, actually, to be fair, it was partly because I could only afford 40k, and it was also because none of the people who I played with wanted to do fantasy. They all just were 40k nuts. So even though I occasionally wistfully looked at the fantasy pages of White Dwarf, I never really got a chance to play it because, for one thing, it would have been expensive, and two, nobody wanted to play fantasy with me, so... you know. Right. Fucking Wallace, there it is. Load. I think that's the last one. Yeah, it is. It's not Scotland stream, that was the one before. Lots of people play 40k in Age of Sigmar on tabletops, but you can do that? Shit. I really do need to get Tabletop Simulator one of these days. God damn, I didn't even think you could do that. Anyway. Right. So anyway, when we last left off, we had captured London successfully. William Wallace had marched into London and sacked the place. They're not very happy with us, has to be said. So we've got some rebuilding to do. It's fair to say. Some rebuilding to do and some repairing to do. We are now technically at peace with the English. We are allied with the Welsh and the Irish and the Barons' Alliance. I don't know how long any of that is going to last, frankly. I mean, the Irish aren't a problem for us, but the Barons' Alliance, can't imagine they'll remain particularly happy with us for much longer, because obviously we own a lot of their, you know, territories they need to win. And likewise probably for the Welsh as well. The Welsh have actually, they've moved out of Wales now, and they've taken the Shropshire here. And Shrewsbury, there you go. The Welsh are actually the #1 military power in the game. I know it seems ridiculous, and it is, but the Welsh are actually the #1 military power in the game. If you go on the graphs and stuff, that's the fucking family tree, by the way, which is huge. Look at that. Good grief. But if we go to military ranking, it used to be England. They took a sharp nosedive after I declared war on them and then beat the crap out of them. But yeah, Wales has somehow become the global military power in the British Isles. I don't know how this happened, or why it continues to happen, but it's happened. And it's just the way it is, I think, for some reason. Norway is still technically in the game because they have 3 full stacks on the Isle of Man where they own Castletown, which is the one remaining settlement we need to win the game. We have taken everything else we need. We have the prerequisite number, bar 1. If we look at our victory, so we need 25 regions, including Edinburgh, Castletown, Glasgow, Kirkwall, Skye, and the Isle of Islay. And yeah, we still just need Castletown. We currently have 24 regions, and the 25th needs to be Castletown. We are still at war with the Norwegians. Since we kicked them out of every other territory they owned up here in Scotland and, you know, Orkney and everywhere up here. Sorry, that camera's really fucking jerky, like the scroll speed on the map is really high for some reason. However, as you can see, there are 10 million stacks of armies on the Isle of Man for some reason. This clusterfuck kind of just gradually built up and snowballed as the game went on, and we're now in this position where it's all a bit weird. Now, the Welsh are technically our allies, so they might help us in a battle up here, but I don't know whether they will or not, because I don't think they're technically at war with Norwegians. So they're just sort of standing there, which is why this stalemate has occurred. And also King Arthur.
I am neither your concern nor your subject.
Is just chilling on the Isle of Man as well, along with Stephen Griffin here.
Please address my liege, noble one.
Because they are also there because reasons. And it's King Arthur on account of the fact that we killed King Edward Longshanks in his castle, which was up here, I believe. With all his little Templar knights and stuff, we just fucking murdered the lot of them. So they're all dead. So we've got a bunch of damaged towns that aren't amazingly happy with us. And we've got a bunch of armies who have seen better days as well. They've taken a lot of casualties, and just generally speaking, they all need to be retrained. Which is going to take a long fucking time, because a lot of them are going to have to send all the way up to Stirling to be retrained. And we're going to need them all, you know, up to scratch in order to be able to fucking take this place, so... It's all a bit of a mess, for the most part. Yeah, the one settlement you need is guarded by about 5 full stack armies, pretty much. It has become basically the final boss battle of the campaign. We need to defeat this monster in order to win. I mean, on the bright side, it's a pretty epic climax to the entire campaign, as opposed to just the alternative would have been just sacking London with its 100 peasant guards, which would have been pretty anticlimactic. So from that perspective, it's kind of cool, actually. But on the other hand, it's fucking 5 million stacks. Oh my god. Does Arthur at least have a sword that looks similar to Excalibur? I don't think so. Well, we don't know. He could have a special sword, but it'd be in his retinue, which we don't know anything about at the moment, so... yeah. Anyway... I think everything's more or less set up for us to end turn at this point. Should we need to. That's... we're repairing the stone wall, we're repairing the inn. Oh no, sorry, we're building an inn. Nottingham's reasonably happy. It's a castle, so that does help. We're also repairing more shit that we broke in the siege. Lincoln are not terrifically happy. We're working on that, though. We're building a town hall. And we're recruiting some town militia as well. York are a bit angry, it has to be said. We're not really as on top of this as I would like to be. We should probably build something to deal with that problem. Council chambers would probably be the best option there, yeah. We're slowly converting them to become Scottish rather than English. Very slowly. Lancaster is already 57% Scottish. Newcastle is 71% Scottish. I don't know how this is working, by the way. I guess we're just forcibly exposing them to haggises and bagpipes and deep-fried Mars bars until they inevitably relent and just decide to become Scottish. I don't really know how this is working, but that seems to be the way of things at the moment. London is, of course, 0% Scottish at the moment, but that will change. Right, so who's this? This is Prince Gilpatrick. He's our factionaire at the moment. He's actually older than the king, because the king technically adopted him as his heir, as opposed to him being his actual son. King Alexander is 3 years younger than his heir. It's very strange, but anyway. So we got King Alexander, we got Prince Gilpatrick, we've got William Wallace himself down here. He's now 40. He's getting on a bit. But, yeah. And then, of course, we must, of course, pay homage and respect to the mighty, oh, what the fuck was his name? Can't remember. He died in Stornoway, didn't he? No, he died laying siege to Skye, actually, as a matter of fact. God, what was his bloody name? We had this fucking amazingly evil general that basically kicked all of the Norwegians out of Scotland single-handedly. He took no prisoners. Literally, he executed all the prisoners we got from the battles, and he won a bunch of like heroic victories here as well, like this one here. Alexander Stewart, that was the one. Alexander Stewart. However, I believe he ended up being called Alexander the Merciless, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Alexander the Merciless. He had a bunch of heroic victories which got marked on the map here. Against Captain Eystein and Captain Toke the Stoner, if I recall correctly. Fucking hell, this scroll speed's annoying. There he is, Captain Toke in 1273. And in 1290, against Captain John of Norway. And then he had a battle over here next to Wick, where the Norwegian king Harkonsson, or whatever his name was, got crushed by a flaming boulder. It was the luckiest catapult shot in the universe, and it landed directly on the King of Norway and squished him. It was fucking fantastic. Now that I think about it, it was glorious. Yeah, and then he took Stornoway, and he was in the process of laying siege to Skye when he actually died of old age. So, yeah. So it's been fun times. This has been a glorious campaign. I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and I hope we can finish it off in style as well. So, we have access to trebuchets now, but the thing is they're a bit fucking obsolete at this point because we've got cannons. So, Chester, you are not very happy with us. What can we do to convince you to like us? Let's build some militia, and let's build a church. That will improve public order, and it will improve the cultural conversion, so that's what we'll do that. Lancaster, what can we do with you? I'd like to build some fucking roads so I can move my armies around quicker, actually, but public order is a higher priority, so we will build... Actually, none of this helps with public order. None of this helps at all. I guess I'll build some fucking roads then. Even more, what do you call them? Bit spam. Thanks, I guess. We should probably recruit even more Highland rabble to keep order. We've already got 4 units of fucking Highlanders armed with daggers, but apparently a few more will be required to keep order in Lancaster. So I guess that's just the way it's got to be. In Carlisle, we could actually lower the tax rate. We've got a high tax rate at the moment. Carlisle's not really a problem, to be honest with you. We can leave them alone. We'll just lower the tax rate if they get rowdy. Newcastle, we're building some council chambers, so that's already been taken care of. York. Also building council chambers. Lincoln. Also building council chambers. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much all under control. So we should probably start moving armies around. So, Prince Gilpatrick, let's send you up this way. Fucking hell, it's going to take you 10 million turns. It really is, isn't it? Good God.
Where's the fight?
There's King Alexander. There's Frederick of Bute. Hanging around in Nottingham, not doing a whole lot with his huge force of mailed English knights for some reason. Didn't we could build here. It would help. A castle library? Oh, right. Cannon maker, armory, Earl stables. We could train a lot of English units down here in the south. But that doesn't really help us retrain our Scottish ones, so... Yeah. I think I'll leave Wallace hanging around in London for now, just to sort of keep order. And in case any rebels pop up and stuff, but yeah. William Wallace crushing rebels, the irony, eh? Oh yeah, he's on his way to... These guys are on their way to Lincoln to add to the garrison. And we've got a kind of an army being built up here in Stirling, actually. Only a bunch of stuff that needs retraining. Including one super fucking experienced unit of male knights. Holy shit. 3 gold chevrons. That's a big deal. So we're gonna need the bread and butter of our armies is basically pikemen with supporting units of shock infantry like these Highland nobles. So essentially what we need is lots of fucking pikemen and then a few Highland nobles to support them and just regular Highlanders if needs be. And then a unit of cannons for dealing with city walls. And then huge amounts of cavalry for flanking. That seems to be how we've won most of our battles. Basically, the pikemen keep the enemy all tied up in the middle, and then we just do the... It's basically the fucking Macedonian Alexander the Great bullshit, essentially. Hammer and anvil. You know, you keep the enemy all fucking tied up with the pikes and shit, and then you flank them with the cavalry and just wreck them from behind. It seems to have worked pretty well so far. So that's what we'll continue doing. Do units die of old age in this game? The regular army units don't, like these guys. But your generals do. So. Oh yeah, we have ridiculous profits. Because we control most of the map at this point. So we've basically got unlimited money at this point. So that's nice, I guess. New mission, assassinate Stephen Menzies. Oh, hello. Why fucking assassinate him? I should just kill the bastard.
Enough. I'll place your head atop a pike.
Meanwhile, in Stirling, yeah, we'll get 2 units of feudal knights, and can't get any more noble pikemen for now. That will replenish it eventually over time. We've got 1, 2, 3 pike units, 4 pike units. So let's get some more Highland nobles as well. Actually, in Perth, we could probably recruit some noble pikemen and heavy pike militia too, actually. So let's do that. Also, let's get a unit of mortars. Let's get 2 units of noble pikes. There we go. Also, we can recruit merchant cavalry militia because we do have some merchants guilds in a few of our cities. This guy. So, Stephen.
Once I kill you, your family's next.
Yeah, you're a lovely individual. We could crush him with this guy here. Maybe we should borrow some units from Sterling here. I tell you what, we'll borrow these gold chevron Knights of Doom. That'll help.
March! Where to? My king.
Actually, I should probably borrow some extra units to be on the safe side as well. Let's get some
Aye, Lord.
noble pikes
My king.
and
Move out.
there we go.
Aye, my king. Aye, Lord. Aye, Lord.
That should do the trick. I would imagine. Glasgow's not very fucking happy with us now, but that's okay. It's understandable. How have we not built Glasgow a brothel already? For fuck's sake. Ugh, get it together, man. You call yourself a king of Scotland?
An enemy to crush. Very well.
Yeah, let's keep
Set watch, my lord.
moving these armies up here.
Onward. Aye. Onward.
Can we finally... There we go. Yeah, he's still not very happy with us, Lincoln, but that will change next turn. Nottingham, meanwhile. What should we do with you? I don't really need more fucking money, so we'll leave the communal farming out. Yeah, whatever. London, right, we should start recruiting lots of town militia for you. I want some fucking roads. I want some decent goddamn fucking roads. That's what I want.
Where to? Aye, Lord.
Alright, let's move you. Yeah, we've got like 10 bazillion generals over here for some reason. They just keep piling up. I don't really know how or why. Let's move you there. Oh, there's another old rebel army there.
For you here, Jimmy.
Whatever, Jimmy. You can stay there doing whatever, because you're not really causing that much trouble, honestly, at the moment. Really, there's a little bit of devastation there, in cutting into our income, but I don't really give a shit. Build a cathedral for no reason other than personal pride at this point, I think. Does Scotland deserve a cathedral? Probably. I don't know. We'll build it later. Aberdeen. Actually, you've got a bit of a public order issue, so I'll tell you what. Let's build you. Yeah, brothel it is. We took dude, we took England last time. London is ours. We're actually at peace with the English now. They've surrendered finally. We're focusing on the final battle for the Isle of Man at this point. We're basically just retraining armies and getting ready to invade the Isle of Man. So, not much else to it at this point. There we go. Right, so the more we convert these cities to being Scottish, actually, we'll start being able to recruit Scottish units. Which means I potentially don't actually have to send these armies all the way back up to Scotland, actually. We can just wait around here for these cities and stuff and castles to become Scottish, and then we can, you know, we can just heavy pipe militia. You're gonna need to go to York then. Yeah, we can just, you know, you just do it that way. That's not a problem. Okay, there's our assassin.
Who needs a second smile? Quietly.
Have him just poke around and do whatever, I guess.
Sire. Quietly approaching.
Keep an eye on the English.
Aye, sire.
As our diplomat, who's not doing an awful lot at this point. Other than keeping tabs on the Welsh, who have the most ridiculous armies ever. How the fuck are they affording all this? What on earth? This is a pretty cool units, though. Oh my god. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. And then this Ralph Pags here has just been standing around on that one spot for 10 million years and will probably continue to do so until he dies of old age. Land economy OP, I guess so. I tell you what, actually. Look at that there. It's a big fucking gold mine. Literally a gold mine. I bet that's not the only one they've got either. But yeah, that would explain a lot, actually, because Wales seems to be quite rich in coal and gold and things of that nature. That could be the reason why they're able to afford all this shit, because they've just got like probably the world's most upgraded mine in the entire campaign at the moment out of all the factions. They've probably got this ridiculously upgraded mine here for gold, and that is why they're affording all this. I guess end turn again. Not much else to do, is there? Is London slowly becoming Scottish? It is indeed. Fantastic. Good. The conversion will continue. Keep throwing haggises at them until they submit. I like to imagine that we're waterboarding the dissidents with literally an iron brew. They're being waterboarded just with iron brew instead of actual water. Just heads dumped in troughs of the stuff. Until they finally submit.
Leaving the army.
Oh fucking hell! If Theresa May, if Theresa May would absolutely just start building brothels all over the UK if she thought it would win at the next election, no shadow of a doubt. She's quite happy to give £1 billion to a random political party just to stay in power. I don't think there's much she'll stop short of. She'd probably declare war if she really wanted to. If she thought it would keep the Tories in power at this point. They seem to have absolutely no moral compass at this point beyond must stay in power at all costs.
My lord, marching to battle, sire.
There we go. He's got 3 units of archers, apparently.
To engage the enemy, sire. For Scotland, lads.
Since we won't be having a lot of battles until we actually get to the Isle of Man, I think I'll take this, even though it's going to be completely one-sided.
Lads, on my orders.
Right. So. Here's our magnificent pikemen. They do look quite badass, I have to admit. And we got our shitty spearmen who don't even have an armor upgrade. I believe the weapon upgrades also show up on the models now too. Now, come to think of it, it's not just the armor. If you get weapon upgrades, I remember with the spearmen they get these much better looking spears. We got the Highlanders there, and then our mailed knights here. This is the super experienced group of knights. This is what I think. This is one of Alexander the Merciless's groups of knights, actually. That would explain why they have such ridiculous amounts of XP. Don't have any armor upgrades, though. I should probably do something about that. And then we've got General's Guard unit here. Playing defensively is really OP. Yeah, it kind of is. To be honest with you, the problem with this game and Rome Total War as well is even though the overall game engine is better, the problem is with these older games, the AI is shockingly stupid. It's one of the reasons I've been playing Attila quite a lot recently. Is, as I said earlier, it's because I can't quite make my mind up on whether or not I actually like the game, because there are many things it does that I don't like. I don't like the engine it's running on. I don't like the stupid fucking Warscape engine that the Creative Assembly are using these days, for a multitude of reasons I will explain in a video one day. But on the other hand, the big plus side, the fairly humongous plus side, is that the AI in Attila seems to be much smarter than it ever was in these old games. It's still pretty stupid, you know, it's still a Total War game at the end of the day. Pretty much all of the Total War games, except for the original Shogun and the original Medieval, have fairly dumb AI. However, and that goes for the campaign map as well as the battles. However, I have seen, by and large, with my experience with Attila so far, that the AI does seem to be a fair bit smarter than it is in this game, for example. I don't know what the fuck the flags are doing. I have no idea what's going on there. Let's move you guys. Just one big solid block of cavalry, actually, just out here, I think. That means you too, mailed knights. What are you doing? Get on with it. I have no idea what... Yeah, that is weird. I've never seen it do that once the entire time we've played this game. That is very strange. Bethesda's AI or Rome 2's AI. We actually get a combat bonus for being in the snow for most of our Scottish units, which is nice. I don't think he'll get one, though, because he's just got regular peasant archer militia. They don't get that bonus because they're not Scottish, technically. I mean, they are Scottish because they're Scottish rebels, but technically they're not Scottish units. So, if you see what I mean. Right, this is going to be kind of like... spread the fuck out and run out them territory, really. Because they've got 3 units of motherfucking archers. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I got a better idea. Just fucking charge him. Why not? Just go for it. Alright, you guys are spazzing out slightly. Could you actually charge, please? Alright, having a big brouhaha in the middle with the general's bodyguard, apparently.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Whatever, just kill the general. That's the main thing here. There we go.
Capture the enemy general. Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army.
Let's just mop up the rest of them. Alright, Cavalry, get your fucking shit together so you can charge properly, for God's sake. There you go. It's very, you know, it's a bit hocus-pocusy when it comes to whether or not the cavalry will actually charge and use their lances correctly in this game sometimes.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
They either will or they won't. Quite often they won't. But this time they will, apparently. There we go.
Runs. It is time to press the attack.
Now it's just mopping up time. Oh my god, come on, guys. Ever since the original Rome, for some reason, units have been exceptionally shit in these games at mopping up routing enemies for some reason. The pathfinding gets all weirded out and fails abysmally. We did get most of them in the end there, but yeah, you often have these weird situations where the entire cavalry unit is just leisurely escorting the enemy unit off the battlefield because, for whatever reason, the pathfinding is fucked up and they can't quite actually bring themselves to attack them. Alright, I think that's it, isn't it? Pretty much. There's one member of the general's bodyguard still leaving. So who was this guy? I guess he was some sort of rebel lord. Relative of the guy who used to run this place before we conquered it. Got all ticked off about something or other and rose up in revolt.
All of the victory we have won here today.
And was consequently crushed. Needn't have brought the fucking infantry, to be honest with you. They did nothing. Oh god, a red line fallback. Well, I mean, you know, historically speaking, the Scottish do have trouble with dealing with red lines. So, you know, can you really blame them?
Where to? My lord. What? March. Aye, my king. Aye, forward.
Right, you guys.
Aye, move out.
Move you there. Okay. Some more cavalry units, I think is what we need, really. Fill that out a bit. Noble swordsman? That's a new one. Yeah, I'll have some of them, why not? Oh, London's not very happy. What's the problem, London? What are you pissed off about? Is it the tax rate? I do apologise. Let's just queue up some council chambers as well. Why not? Alchemist's lab. Okay. Yeah, I can upgrade firearms with that. We don't actually have any firearms units, though, unfortunately. At the moment.
Where's the fight?
Be interesting if rebels flew regional flags like in Crusader Kings 2. Yeah, I suppose it would. I mean, one thing I do like about the new Total War games, for example, like Attila, is that you don't really have just random rebels filling up the map. For most of the time, what they've done is they've actually made lots of little tiny mini factions that you can't play as, that take up the historical parts of the map that they should be in, as opposed to you just having random grey flagged generic rebels everywhere, which is an improvement, I think. It doesn't do wonders for end turn times on low-end PCs, unfortunately, but ultimately, you know, when it comes to optimization, that's the least of the fucking problems those games have at the moment, so.
What?
So,
My lord.
God, it's converting fast, isn't it? Well, that's end turn again. The forest is conquered. Great minds have found new ways to make light of some of the heaviest work. Sawing wood has always been slow work even for the strongest labourers, but cunning engineers have found a way to drive a great saw capable of planing an entire log by using water. Have they indeed. New mission, Source Merchants Guild. We are losing lucrative trade opportunities as we currently have no trade agreement with this faction. The guild would like you to obtain a trade agreement with the English. Oh, really? Okay, I hadn't thought of that actually, but that's probably a good idea. Where the fuck has my diplomat gone? Did the Welsh bribe my diplomat and steal him? He's just fucking disappeared. Maybe he died of old age, actually. I think I've had him since the start of the bloody game.
Merchant at your service.
Come to think of it. I'm going to train a new one somewhere.
Perhaps you should speak to my
There we go.
liege, dear ally.
He probably died of old age, now that I think about it, actually.
Onward.
Oh my god. Alright.
My king. Aye. Aye, my king.
We need to get some governors down here, actually. All these towns are completely unadministered. What should we do with you? We could recruit some billmen. They would do a decent job of filling up the lack of shock infantry. Actually, yeah, get some English billmen.
Aye, lord.
Yeah, we're number one in everything except military, where Wales is still somehow ahead. Yeah, there it is. Our diplomat died of old age. There you go. Mystery solved. Oh, I don't want to... Oh, wrong thing. I wanted the roads. That's the one. Right.
My lord.
Right. We need to send
My
you
king. Aye, lord.
back to Stirling,
Move out.
which is now completely fucking overcrowded. I'll tell you what, actually, I'll send a bunch of these to Perth to get some new armor. You,
My king.
you,
Aye, lord.
you,
Aye, lord.
you,
Aye. Aye, lord.
and you.
Aye.
Off to
Onward.
Perth with you.
Aye, lord.
You guys can go there.
Aye.
I can quickly
Forward.
retrain you. And use... Can all be retrained as well with new armor. Essentially what you're doing there is you're not really retraining them, you're just giving them an armor upgrade, because I've got a epic fucking armor as built in Perth here, so probably upgrade it even more, come to think of it. Or not. But anyway, yeah, we get heavy armor, so it upgrades to partial plate, which is a pretty big improvement, so... And we got 2 princesses just sort of hanging around doing not a lot. I could use them as diplomats, technically, but since I'm already recruiting one for the next turn anyway, fuck it. Also, these castles are technically English. I forgot to take these forts. Whatever, you know, they're empty, it doesn't really matter. It's academic at this point, really. Right, all of you
Aye, move out.
can move out, and you can move in, and you can start getting retrained. Oh yeah, I forgot we have some Welsh longbowmen in this army. I got as mercenaries. Anyway. Right. You're retraining as well. Good. Alright. Deep fried Mars boss you just thought was American Midwest. Oh no, sir. No, it's one of the most quintessentially Scottish things to ever exist, I'm afraid. When people think of Scottish food, generally speaking here, they think immediately of deep-fried Mars bars, iron brew, and haggis. Or deep-fried curly-whirlies. I haven't had a curly-whirly in years. Do they still make them? I don't know. I wouldn't mind a deep-fried crunchy bar. That'd be pretty nice. If you can even do such a thing. Nope. Remember we got offered a general called Aiden of England. Like, Aiden of England. You're the least subtle spy I've ever seen. Oh, fucking hell. More towns need upgrading. Oh my god. Do you think I'm made of money? Well, actually, I kind of am. I've got 43,000 gold, but that's besides the bloody point. Alright. Carlisle, upgrade. Stornoway, upgrade. Stirling, upgrade to a citadel. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, Inverness is a citadel, isn't it, as well? Oh my god, yeah, you can recruit all sorts of shit up here. Noble swordsman, dismounted feudal knights. Yeah, why the fuck not? Let's get a whole bunch of the bastards. Cannon foundry. Culverins. Oh yes, please. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Right. Look at these guys who've got gold armor upgrade. Holy crap. Spirit militia with gold armor upgrades. Amazing. Culverin, yeah, Culverin's like a really good cannon. Like really high-end end game sort of cannon unit. Basically. London is becoming increasingly Scottish. How's Newcastle doing? Oh man, Newcastle's like 76% Scottish. It's amazing. Brilliant. Currently we have shitty bombards, which are really like fairly crap cannons. Culverin's like serious, properly good, big deal cannons. By comparison, noble swordsman. Yeah, why not? Might disband a few units here actually. Baron stables. Yep, let's get some of them.
My king.
So retraining still going on here. There is. Yep. So those are bombards, like really, really, really fucking early cannons. Whereas culverins are somewhat more impressive. If I tell, I can probably get a picture of one up if I go up here and then click that, and then there we go. Oh, I had it there for a fucking second. Hold on. There you go. That's a culverin. As you can see, it's still fairly primitive looking, but it's a lot more advanced. Very long range. Can use flaming missiles. That's bullshit, by the way. For some reason, this game lets you use flaming cannonballs, which is completely fictional rubbish, but hey. Also has area attack, which is nice. So yeah, these are pretty fucking good. They'll absolutely demolish buildings as well. Like Castletown's walls are just turned to fucking paper with a bunch of culverins shooting at them. So,
Aye, Lord.
where's this? Diplomat I recruit. There you are. Go talk to the nice English lady.
What is it you
Wow.
would speak of?
More of a spoiled brat than an example of nobility, apparently, is Joanna Shillem. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a princess with that low charm in the game before. That's impressive. Trade rights.
How could a lady refuse such a generous offer?
You're slimy as hell. A lie. Hang on a second.
Another proposition. We're happy to listen.
We could actually get an alliance with the English. It counts as very generous. That's too funny. After we absolutely raped and pillaged their entire country, we could actually ally with them. That's quite amusing. Not gonna.
It was an honor, my lord.
Oh, wait on a minute.
Farewell.
Yeah, there we go. Merchants Guild is appreciative of your efforts. You have been rewarded with 100 florins from the guild. The Merchants Guild are officially a bunch of fucking cheapskates, and I almost feel like burning down their guild just for the cheek. 100 florins. You shitheads.
Aye.
You shitheads. You twats. Wow, that's not even pocket change. That's like the lint in the pocket, that is. Like, fucking Christ.
My king.
That's just taking the piss. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. The sort of shit that makes you want to invent trade unions. Anyway.
Aye, lord.
Alright, you lot getting... Oh god, yeah, that's going to take a few turns to get through, but yeah, whatever. It'll be done soon. Glasgow, can we up your tax rate again, please? Yep. We can indeed. Fantastic. Yeah, heated shot was a naval thing, and it was like at least a couple of 100 years after this, so it's, you know, historically inaccurate as shit, but then again, this is a Creative Assembly Total War game, which means everything is historically inaccurate as shit. No. The council has given us 3,000 florins. Thank you, council. Clearly they saw what stupid fucking pocket change the Merchants Guild gave us, and they were like, you know what, that's just not on. They decided to just give me 3,000 florins to make up for it. York's ready to upgrade as well, apparently. There we go. And look at some mines, because what's Yorkshire without its mines, eh? Well, apparently it's a shithole that's full of unemployment, like today. Thanks, Thatcher. Sorry, politics. I'll shut up. Stream of consciousness, thought, commentary, whatever you want to call it, getting me in trouble as ever. God, I can build a lot of shit here, can't we? Good grief. Why do we have a random empty square there? That's odd. Anyway, never mind. Will I ever do a stream of King Arthur, the role-playing war game? God, you know, I do technically have that. It's one of the first games I ever bought on Steam a long time ago. Maybe I should... I suppose I could get it installed again one of these days and give it another go. I wasn't that impressed with it back in the day, to be honest with you, but maybe it deserves another look.
Bullshit. You're lying.
That's probably the first time that alert has actually come up since I actually goddamn installed it. Actually, I think the notification said "Guess who" there, so I'm assuming that's Angus. Missile 12 o'clock high. Yeah, there you go. See, for once, it didn't use the missile 12 o'clock high alert. It actually used the Sidrovich one. That's quite funny, actually. Sorry, Angus. The one time you wrote missile 12 o'clock high in the box, it didn't do that alert. I don't know what to say. It's like it knew what you were trying to do.
My My king.
I added the Sidrovich alert
Fleet ready.
frickin' ages ago, and that is the first time it's ever actually come up. I swear, like, the random chance on it is totally balked. I need to take another look at it or something, but yeah. The missile 12 o'clock high thing. It's from DCS World.
My king.
It's the, the bitching Betty thing from the F-15. It just goes, missile 12 o'clock high. I originally added it just to scare the pants off me whenever I'm flying in DCS and I get a donation.
I'm only here to fight the Yuggle loot.
Fuck off, you stupid rebels.
Aye, Lord. My king.
Send you guys down south.
Onward. We march no further today.
More noble swordsman, because why not? I don't know, novelty value. It's a new unit. I haven't been able to recruit them the entire campaign so far, so I just want them because I can have them. It's the way my brain works.
My king. Aye.
You see a brand new unit in a Total War game, and it's like, I want, and you recruit 10 million of it, even if it's not that good. We have a revolt? I didn't realize we had a mercenary revolt. When did we get that? Whatever. Yeah, I guess it's more
Aye.
End Turn Simulator 2017 for the moment.
Leaving the army.
Swordsmith Guild. Ah, that's fucking useful. That'll actually finally allow us to get some weapon upgrades. A proposal for the Princess's Hand. Lord Ed of Scotland has been beguiled by the lovely Princess Christina of Shetland. Fucking hang on a second. Wasn't he already married? No. Okay, different guy. Alright. You time to sell off one of my useless princesses to keep my generals happy. Where are they? There you are.
Aye, my king.
Who have we got here? Christina and Sinead. Alright. Off you go. Off the wick.
This lass needs her rest.
Best father. 12th century, 13th century even. Fucking finally, we've overtaken Wales as the military leader. It only took us 74 turns.
My king. Move out.
I have to swap these two armies around to continue retraining actually pretty soon.
Aye.
Is there anyone here we can just get rid of? Like, these Billmen, for example.
Aye, Lord.
Replace them with those noble swordsmen. There we go. That down here. Gold unit of mailed knights. You know what? I really don't want to lose you guys, actually. Do we have any stables? They're getting some barren stables, alright, so I will send you...
Aye, Lord.
Sorry, not
My
you.
king.
Up here to get
That'll do
retrained.
today, sire.
Meanwhile, in London, not a whole lot is happening, really. Why the fuck am I building an armor? I should be building a... Well, a tavern, I guess, would help, but actually, what would help even more is the city hall. By a huge, huge amount, as it turns out, actually. See? Fucking Scots coming here, taking your jobs, improving your infrastructure. You'll get over it, England. It'll be fine. I'm gonna build you a church.
Aye, Lord. Aye.
An abbey. And what else? More retraining. Should we recruit a bunch of new stuff? Yeah, let's just keep building more and more armies. Why not? Well, you can't recruit shit there. Can't really recruit shit there either. There we go. More pikemen, please.
Aye, Lord.
That's another thieves guild, really. Whatever. Glasgow's ready to upgrade. So is London, apparently. Good grief. Adam de Kilconneth has died. Our venerable ruler of Glasgow has finally kicked the bucket.
Aye, my liege.
He was a phenomenal crusher of rebels, actually, he was. There were all sorts of rebel factions kept rising up in Dumfries here over the entire game, and he repeatedly crushed a lot of them. He did a good job. He did indeed. May he rest in peace. Not really, actually. I don't think he'd want to rest in peace. He'd want to go off to heaven, where he'd spend the rest of his existence in heaven killing more rebels.
Aye.
Milisandia. Hello.
You flatter me with your attention, my lord.
Fucking what? What are you doing here, Welsh princess? I got my eye on you, Wales. I don't trust you at all. Not as far as I can throw you. Right. Do I want to merge these guys, or should I send them all the way up to retrain? That's the question. Should probably send them to retrain.
Aye, Lord.
A bit sacrilegious to just, you know, merge and destroy most of William Wallace's amazing Highlanders, if I'm honest. Shit, however, we do have a tax rate problem here right now.
Aye, my liege. Aye, move out.
Just now they took part of the garrison with me. We got some shitty cheap mercenaries.
Orders. Aye, leaving the army.
London's not very fucking happy.
Leaving the army.
It has to be said. Ew.
Aye, my liege.
Can we get someone else to do this? Motherfucker. Why?
Aye, Lord.
Why does this have to be a problem? Fine. Fuck's sake, London. Have it your way.
Onward. Aye. We're set for an ambush.
Apparently William Wallace himself is the only person that can keep this fucking city in check. Never mind.
Our enemies call me Death Incarnate.
Good for you. Let's have a look at the graph here, by the way. There we go, yeah. So when we started recruiting all this new shit, all this new high-tech units, we've finally shot up way above the Welsh. There you go, see. Have I assassinated any princesses yet? No, it's mighty fucking tempting, I've got to say. 95% chance. Let's fucking do it. Come here and try to bribe my generals. Jesus Christ, that's a bit grim. Holy fuck. Well, that was unfortunate. Someone let a fucking snake into her room. I have no idea who it could have been. Did you get a skill upgrade from that? You finally fucking did, actually. Yeah, there you go. He was never going to get enough to... I wonder if we could assassinate King Arthur. That could be fun. Finally get a high-profile assassination in this game. The guy's going to die of old age before he maxes out his subterfuge, though. That's the problem. Assassins are a bit fucking useless in this game. Really, the best way to do it, I think, is to get an Assassin's Guild and then train an assassin from a city with an Assassin's Guild and then spend his entire life training him up with assassinations. And then eventually, you'll get maxed out subterfuge and you'll have like a, 10%, 20% chance of killing a faction leader. They're a bit of a waste of fucking time most of the time, to be honest with you, Assassins. Like, all the agent units were way better in the later games, like Shogun, for example. They were way more useful in those games. What are you doing up here?
I'm a king.
Daughter of Scotland. Am I to offer a simple proposal or my hand? For Scotland's future.
Wow, Inverness doesn't even have a chapel. Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck that. Roads, motherfucker. Roads. Anything that makes moving my armies around the map less of a ball ache.
My king.
I'm really not doing a lot, am I, at the moment? I'm just repeatedly pressing end turn. It's kind of all we're doing. I have loads and loads of general dudes up here, don't I? Yep. I need to start sending these guys south.
The men of March stalemate.
Actually, maybe I don't have quite so many as I thought I did. I thought I had loads of generals, but apparently I don't. Interesting. Well. Alright. You lot. They'll send you out this way.
My king.
And you lot need to send you this way. Oops. No. Don't go attacking that fort there. That empty fort.
Aye, Lord.
That'll be a very costly diplomatic fuck up.
Aye.
There we go. We can retrain you now. Very good.
Where's the fight?
Send you to York and send you to Lancaster, and we'll hopefully get the bulk of you retrained finally as a result of that. This army here, what shall we do with you?
Aye. My king. Aye, Lord.
Send these heavy pike militia to York as well, I think.
We've marched our limit.
And the rest of you, honestly, fine. I think we should just recruit a few more extra units. Some pikemen. We have enough archers. We've got a fair few units of cavalry. Honestly, you're good. I think we just need more of the same. So, have some just generic Highlanders, I guess. Unless there's anything better we can recruit. No, not really.
My king.
Oh, an armory would be good, though. Let's have that. Right.
Aye, my king.
Aye, leaving the army. Leaving the army.
Well, some of the other animations are, some of the other little videos are stabbings and things of that nature. That's just one of many. It isn't always a snake assassination. Another large town ready for upgrading, apparently. My god. These people are multiplying faster than I can keep up with. Like rabbits.
Aye. Onward.
Command me.
Oh, right, okay. We need to move
My king.
all of you,
Aye.
except for
Where's
that
the
unit.
fight? What?
All of you, except for
Aye. My
these
king.
guys, for instance.
Move out.
Where's the fight?
Really? I can only retrain the cannons and nothing else? Are you taking the piss? Actually, virtually everything here has been retrained to the max, actually, to be fair, so, well, whatever. Meanwhile...
Aye, my king.
Aye.
These border
Aye,
horses are a bit shit. We
Aye.
don't really need them.
Where to?
Just rather retrain all of that, and then get an extra unit of feudal knights. That'd be much better. Meanwhile, you
my
can
king.
continue your journey to
How
Wick.
shall I represent
Just
Scotland?
fucking move. Right.
Yes.
My king. Move out. We march no further
This
today.
lot are still continuing to be retrained.
Aye, lord. Aye. Forward. Aye.
Okay, it's all going pretty well. It's all sort of busy
Lord.
work at this point, unfortunately.
Aye.
Just shunting units around the map for the most part. It's not very exciting. I do apologize for that, but it's an
Aye,
unfortunately
Lord.
kind of quite necessary part of this
My
campaign,
king.
sadly.
Onward. Combining the armies, sire.
I desperately want to get William Wallace out of London, but I don't think we can manage it until the city hall is completed, unfortunately. I just don't think it's going to happen. The public order there is just too damn low. So this is pretty much a full army ready to go, combined with a few bits of this. And then we're more or less in the process of recruiting another one. Really, at this point. Statistically. Alright, so basically the difference between these two is the Highland nobles are better on the attack and the nobles, the swordsmen, are better on the defense. Honestly, the Highland nobles are probably more useful for our purposes. Oh dear, look at the old English. Still desperately trying to wage a war on Ireland that they can't possibly hope to win at this point. Dearie me. It looks like the Irish have probably taken virtually everything here, actually, except for Ulster. I think they've taken the lot, by judging by my right-click thing here. Yeah, they've taken everything except for Ulster, which belongs to the Barons' Alliance, which has a huge stack of dudes here defending it. Which is mostly Irish Kerns, as it turns out, actually. And a couple of Bill militia. Yeah, the Barons' Alliance got kind of screwed over in this game, because I think when they spawn in, halfway through the campaign, the game just randomly decides which English provinces they get, and for some reason in this campaign they decided to give them Ulster and basically nothing else. So, historically what they should get is most of Northern England, but yeah, in this game, for whatever reason, the RNG just decided, you know what, you're gonna get Ulster for some fucking reason, just Ulster, nothing else. And they've been, as a result, completely ineffectual the entire game.
Aye.
This is kind of annoying. I really want to get these guys up north and retrain them, because I refuse to attack the Isle of Man without William Wallace himself. It would just be wrong to do so. It just wouldn't be right, you know? So...
Aye. Who needs a second smile?
Should we kill some more Welsh princesses?
Who or what needs removing?
Why not?
Aye, sire.
Why not pick a fight with the fucking second most powerful nation in the game right now? I don't know. Because it's a stupid idea? I know. I just, you know... bored, mostly. That's the thing. Bored. I'm bored. I want to kill things, and there's a distinct lack of things to kill other than
Have a claymore for you here.
shitty little tiny,
Aye, my king.
you know,
Aye.
rebel stacks I can't even be asked with. I'd rather auto-resolve than bother with that. So... look, we can start doling out those weapon upgrades now.
My
You
king.
notice that, because Sterling's now got that, where is it? Swordsmith's Guild. Yeah, you see?
Aye.
What are you doing, Wales? They're up to something. They're trying to bribe my generals, I think. That's what that is, when the princess unit just randomly... Oh, shit. Has that rebel unit just there completely upset the balance of power in the Isle of Man? I need to get a closer look at that. Yeah, when the princess walks up to one of your units and then just does a little animation and nothing happens, is because they're trying to bribe them. Master Swordsmith's Guild. Holy fuck. Okay. Time for everyone. The citizens of the city of Milan can now claim to be the most punctual in the known world, or at least their overseers and taskmasters can claim to know that when their workers are tardy. An expensive mechanical clock has been set atop a tower, so that everyone from prince to pauper may see the time displayed from the city streets. Typically, now that scholars and engineers have succeeded in creating a truly grand mechanical clock, the more malcontent members of the noble class have begun calling for a portable version of the device. Have they indeed? I wonder what they'll call it. Most advanced faction is... Wow, England must be going ham right now with the military production. Relations have somehow worsened with Norway even more. Now that's interesting. These English... Oh, wow, okay. Look what's happened. The King of England has disappeared, and along with that huge stack of English units. I wonder what's happened. It all went by a bit quick. I think one of the Welsh stacks revolted. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think what happened is one of the Welsh stacks actually rebelled, and then the English attacked it.
I am a warrior, not an emissary, my lord. Please address my liege.
So who's the king now, and where is he? Because Arthur's certainly not still hanging around up there. Interesting. Because the English and the Norwegians are actually technically at war, you see? So... Oh.
We are not your enemy.
Yeah, the king's not on it, though. The king has disappeared. Because he's not on that ship.
My crew has
Not on that one either.
with you, Lord.
What about this one?
Fear not.
Nope.
We are not your enemy.
Yet. Continue moving you guys down here.
We march no further today.
Aye, Lord. My king.
Alright, that's the king's army pretty much brought up to scratch.
Very well.
Aye. March.
Oh.
An enemy to crush.
I think I have a unit of pikemen that needs to go down south again, don't I? Yep.
Where's the fight?
You guys, I think.
Aye, Lord. Move out. That'll do. My king. Merging armies, sir. Aye, Lord. Onward.
Aye, my
You need to
king.
continue going
king.
south. So do you.
Aye.
You need to sort of carry on retraining for now.
My king.
You guys can... I don't know what the fuck to do with you, honestly. I tell you what, I'll send you down here.
Move out.
You can add to the garrison in
March
London.
no further today.
How long do I plan to stream? Until, as long as it takes to win the campaign. It's not far off now. We just need to take this, and that's it. And then once we've done that, I'm off.
Aye, Lord.
I do not realistically know how long that will take.
That'll
It will
do
take as long
today,
as it
sire.
takes. Right. Yes, culverins. Let's get recruiting some of them. Right, so this lot.
Onward.
Actually, no, we don't need to retrain you. Right, so retrain as much of this as we can.
My king.
In fact,
Aye, Lord. Move out. Aye. Joining our forces.
hello. Oh, you've just come of age. Well, yeah, you can be the general then. There you go. Brilliant. And that's a full stack. What have we got? We got cavalry. We've got pikes. We've got infantry. We do not have any missile units. Also, we took part of the town watch with us. Whoops.
Aye, Lord.
We need some archers of some description. Yeah, there we go. We'll get some Highland archers.
Aye, my king.
Just to round this out a bit.
My
In fact,
king.
there you go.
Aye.
Let's give you these guys.
Move out.
Job done.
Mounting
Brand new
army,
army,
sir.
finished, done, recruited. You can all...
March.
You can get down here, actually, and just hang around on the coast, wait to be transported. And then in the meantime, we'll continue training this lot up.
Aye, Lord. Aye.
Cool.
My king.
This army is more or less ready to go as well.
What?
We're getting there. It's approaching. It's approaching. We just have the London problem, unfortunately. Because I'm bringing William Wallace with us if it's the last thing I do.
Aye.
We can actually get away with a very high... No, we can't. We can get away with... No. A normal tax rate we can get away with, which means that the public order has been improving a bit, which is good. Once that city hall's built out, it's going to make a huge difference. In fact, I'm thinking of maybe bringing... Oh, you're actually a bit shit, really, as governors go, to be honest. I was thinking of bringing him down to London to govern instead of William Wallace, but...
Where's the fight?
He's not very good. This guy would do better. Alright. End turn. Let's see what happens. Look, she's at it again. She's at it again. She's trying to bribe the town. I'm afraid she's got to go. She will have to be assassinated. Bloody Welsh. So full of themselves. Number one in everything! Fucking go Scotland! We are the best. Fuck you, everybody else. Scotland's the
For
best.
the Highlands.
There we go.
I am ready to approach the father.
There you go, you got married. I got 3 units of culverins! Fuck
Well
off!
betrothed.
Nah, mate! Oh my god! Cannons for everybody! Hooray! This army here is going to get like just an absolute metric fuckload of cannons. This is going to be the army that storms the city, I imagine. All right, so a minimum of pikemen for this lot, and a maximum of badass infantry that can fight in the streets. We don't even need to bring much cavalry for this lot, I don't think.
My king.
A few token units of archers,
Onward. We've marched our limit.
and yeah, mostly just good heavy infantry is what we want for this lot. There we go. Brilliant.
Aye, my king. Onward.
Aye, lord.
Meanwhile, we got these guys here. Prince Gilpatrick's mob. Let's have them just stand on the coast here. As well ready to go. And King Alexander's guys. You can go stand over there too. Ready to jump on the boats.
Where to?
Meanwhile,
March. Onward.
we finally built the town, what should we call it? So I think we might finally be able to get Wallace's guys out.
March to
My king.
Hooray! Oh my god, low tax rate, and we've managed to get them to blue, which is disillusioned. It's one step away from red, but I will take it.
my liege.
Alright, Wallace, it's time to get your lads out of here. Where can we retrain you? Where's the closest place we can retrain you? Nottingham would be a good start. So let's get you up there.
Aye, my liege. Aye, sire. My lord.
Aye, lord.
Yeah, I'll send you down London
Aye.
as well.
Forward.
Okay.
We march no further today.
It's nearly there. It's going to be happening soon. Oh my god.
Aye. I'm only here to fight the Yugaloot.
Tell you what I could be doing in the
My
meantime.
king. Aye. Aye, lord. My king. My king. Aye. Onward.
You guys can go up here and get the shit retrained out of you with new armor and stuff. Alright. Oh, I forgot to assassinate the fucking princess again. Never mind. Next time. What's going on here? More shuffling around on the Isle of Man. Oh, okay. English getting their asses kicked by the Norwegians, it would seem. I can't wait to fight the Norwegians. It's going to be just like old times. Bold predictions. An aspiring English scholar by the name of Walter Mill claims that he is able to predict the weather, unlike the mystical ramblings of yesteryear's heretical pagans who claim to have a spiritual insight into when the heavens will open up. Merle has stated he can do this simply by scientific observation. Apparently, Merle's predictions are correct more often than not, but his system is still being perfected. Surely it will be only a matter of months now before the man knows exactly how the weather will behave. New mission. It's time to further our great empire by extending our borders. The council suggests you take this settlement for the glory of the nation, Castletown. Yes, I'm on it. All right, you stupid council of fucking nobles. That's the whole point, you idiots.
My king. Aye, aye. Forward. My king. Aye.
I definitely want those guys upgraded. There we go.
Aye, lord. Aye. Aye. Joining our force. My king. Aye, lord. My king. Aye. Forward. Aye, lord. My king. Onward. Move out. Aye. March.
There we go.
My king. Move out.
Where to? Aye, forward.
You know what?
Aye, my king.
We should probably get you guys all in the same place, so this is quicker to do.
Move out. An enemy to crush. Very well. My lord. March.
There we go. Got London under some semblance of control.
March.
Aye, my liege. We march to glory.
Oh, shit. You weren't meant to go that way. Never mind. Bollocks. Oh,
Aye.
somebody forgot their knights.
Aye, my king. What?
My lord?
Aye, lord. Onward.
You forgot your knights. There you go.
The armies, sire.
Command me. Where to?
Just a fucking regiment of knights just standing around like lost property. And someone forgot their knights. I've got a unit of knights here. Who do these belong to? What is the Barons Alliance doing right now?
You can call me an ally.
Wandering around.
Who do you want
Right.
dead, my lord?
Madam. Oh, it's the snake one again. She dead. Catron. Right.
Aye.
Oh,
Needs
more
a
upgrades.
second
Cool.
smile.
You can go
Quietly improve.
Aye, my lord.
poke around and have a look what the English are up to. Look, they're building some armies right now. I hope they don't do anything stupid before I've got a chance to win the campaign.
Aye, my
That would be
liege.
bloody irritating. I don't mind saying. Anyway, tell you
Aye,
what,
my liege.
you can move there and build me a watchtower.
Aye, noble sire.
That'll help.
Setting a vigilant watch here, my lord. Aye, my king.
Let's move you there.
That'll do him today, sire.
Right. Okay. End turn. Wow, that went quick. I don't have enough money. Are you joking? Apparently not. Burned through some of my reserves here, apparently. Oh, I know, I don't.
Aye.
Whatever, we've still got a few turns before these guys will make it all the way up here, so
Moving out. Where to?
might as well carry on retraining in the meantime.
Aye, my liege.
Right, I'll send you guys to Lancaster.
Aye, my liege. Aye,
Right, so more spamming the end turn button for now, I think, I'm afraid. There's not much else to do at the moment. There's a lot of Welshmen. More happenings on the Isle of Man. Oh, it's King Arthur. He's just retreated into his ships.
Aye, my liege. We
Hold on,
march
then.
to glory.
Right, all of you lot.
Move
Out
out.
you get.
Aye,
You
my
get in
liege.
there. Retraining time, motherfuckers! Oh my days.
What? March. Aye, my king. Onward. Where to? Aye, lord. Aye. 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 My king. Aye, lord. Aye. March! My king. Aye, lord. My king. Aye, onward. Merging
I
armies,
find you
sire.
guys a general from somewhere. Got any spare generals lying around anywhere? Anyone? Bueller?
Aye. My lord.
Someone came of age. I saw it in the messages that popped up a while ago. Where is the little fucker?
Where to? My lord.
Oh, no, 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 no. You move there. You cannot build a watchtower here. Why? Because fucking reasons. I don't know why.
Forward. Move out.
There we go. We can build one there, apparently.
Aye, sire. Building a watchtower.
Who do you want dead, my lord? Aye, sire.
Can I be of service? Of course, sire. Yes, sire.
I need a general, and I've run out of generals.
Aye,
It's
lord.
kind of awkward, actually. This isn't one of those mods where you can recruit more generals on the spot, either. Oh, he's all the way up fucking here, really? Okay.
Aye.
Oh, great, and there's an English ship there that's preventing me from moving my fucking fleet. Brilliant. Whoa, this guy's a talented motherfucking gen. Whoa, okay. He's 17 and he's already got that many bloody command stars. Holy crap. And look at that mustache, too. Arkil of Midlothian, you are... Jesus. You won the genetic fucking lottery, you did. Virile as well. Neophyte bureaucrat. This guy is born conqueror. There you go, look. Born motherfucking conqueror. This guy must be a relative of Alexander the Merciless or something. A military savant blessed with a mind that pioneers winning battle tactics. My god. If this wasn't the end of the campaign, he would have a bright career ahead of him, just conquering the entirety of Europe, I would imagine. Holy fucking shit. This dude. That's impressive. I'm going to say that is impressive. He's got more command stars than William Wallace, who is now William the Just, apparently.
Aye. What? Where to?
Aye, Captain.
Aye, lord. My king, march!
Well, we somehow need to get him
Sire.
down from Kirkwall to lead this motley crew here with all the cannon spam.
Aye, my king.
Oh yeah, the guy who destroyed all the Norwegians, he died a long time ago. He's been dead for quite some time.
Aye, Lord.
Clickety click, 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 click. Oh, bollocks, busy work. Can I finally move this fucking ship, please? Thank you. English twats. Alright.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, my liege.
Cute. Arkell, the most amazing born conqueror there ever was. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that trait in this game. But good grief.
Command me. Where to?
Jesus, I mean, that many command stars at age 17, it just takes the piss.
Aye.
It really does. This guy's just a lunatic. My word. Oh, to have had this guy earlier in the game. My goodness. Who's he the son of? Is he in the family tree, I wonder? He actually isn't, so he's not a part of the royal family. Long time watcher of your YouTube content, first time catching me stream. Just wanted to say hi and thanks. Well, hello Earthbound, how are you doing? Welcome aboard. We've been streaming for fucking ages now, haven't we? Oh god, I just want to get this over with and go to bed. It's taking a long bloody time, unfortunately.
My king.
But never mind. Welsh and the English still going at it, apparently. Well, they're welcome to it. Okay, who just died? Prince Gilpatrick died? What? He wasn't that old. God damn it, now I'm short another fucking general. Jesus Christ.
Aye, Lord.
This is beyond annoying. Alright, who have we got that... Whoa. He's loyal as shit, isn't he? Bloody hell. You could cut off his arm and he'd still be loyal to you. You're pretty useless. I remember you hit this guy losing to a bunch of rebels. You're pretty pathetic. You're alright, I guess.
Aye, my liege.
Perth will be a bit annoyed by you leaving, though, unfortunately. But whatever, I can live with it for now.
Aye, my liege. Bringing the men together, sire. Where's the fight? Aye.
Aye.
Aye, Captain.
Taking the men ashore, sire. Aye, my liege.
Alright.
There's no pride in
We're getting there. We're getting there. I know I've been saying that for quite some fucking time now, but we are getting there. Oh no, everyone's dying now. Jesus Christ. Another diplomat died. On the bright side, though, Wallace's mob is finally getting retrained properly, which is good.
an enemy to crush. Moving
Jesus Christ. King Alexander the Malevolent. Please don't die of old age before we get a chance to take this fucking island. To be honest with you, can we manage without retraining the rest of you? Only 42 men. Like, that's a problem, to be honest with you. That kind of is an issue. Whatever.
Aye,
And then
Lord.
there's this lot, too.
Aye, my liege. We march to glory.
Aye.
There we go.
Joining our forces.
That'd be 5 stacks in total, that would be. Would it? Yeah. 5 stacks in total if you include Wallace's mob down there. That's more than enough. That's pretty much overkill, to be honest with you, but overkill is the best kind of kill. That's my motto. Alright. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to Send you guys down here. Transport you up there.
My king.
Move the rabble back into Lancaster to keep it under control. And
My liege.
move you lot down here as well. And you guys too. There we go.
Aye, sire. Fleet ready.
And I have very little else that I want to actually do, so... Yes, whatever. Grand, fucking grand.
Aye, Captain.
Taking the men ashore.
There we go.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, my liege.
We're nearly ready to go. Fucking D-Day is nearly upon us.
Aye, my liege.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Scottish Expeditionary Force. You are about to embark upon a great crusade.
Aye, my liege. Where's the fight? Aye, my liege. Aye, sire.
Yeah, you know what? Tell you what,
An enemy
I think we'll get this show on the road. I think.
aboard. Off that cuff.
Fleet ready.
My lord. Aye, sire. To the ships. Aye. Listen course. Aye, my liege. Aye, my liege. Loading the troops into the transport, sire. Taking the men ashore, sire. Aye, my liege.
Aye, Captain. Aye, sire.
Aye, my liege. For the honor of Scotland.
I think we can attack
must
diagonally down there. I'm not
My
sure though.
lord wills. I will
Is that
see
the enemy
your head
king?
rest
King Hardiknud the Mean.
Scum! Surrender your lands to me!
The Mean. Really, the Mean.
Aye,
Tell it to fucking King Alexander the Malevolent. Why don't you? The
I
Mean.
only respect strength.
aye, my liege.
Alright. Shit's about to get on the road, I think.
To crush.
It's about to get started, mate.
Aye, my king.
Just gonna bring these guys across as well, including the epic siege army of death. Led by Arkil the Conqueror here, or would-be Conqueror. If we could include the rest of Europe onto this map, he'd probably have a grand career ahead of him, like I said, but unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Alright. You want to attack me first, Norway, or am I going to have the honours? What are you doing, English? What are you doing? No, apparently they're not going to do it. They're just going to stay put. For
Aye,
now.
my liege.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, my liege. Loading the troops into the transports. Taking the men ashore.
Fleet ready.
Aye, my liege. The factory.
Aye, sire.
No, that's not going to work. There we
Taking the
go.
men ashore.
Aye.
Alright.
Sail further today.
Aye, my liege. What? Aye, my liege. Leading the men with honor.
Oh my goodness. Oh, great, the Welsh are going to help. Fucking hell, get in. This is going to be fun. Oh my god, look, it's really old William Wallace. He's got grey hair and everything. That's pretty funny. Oh, this is going to be cool. Oh, killing all Norwegians just like the old days. With their shitty, complete and utter lack of cavalry and no spearmen. It's going to be beautiful. Although, unfortunately, William here only has 2 units of knights, one of which is pretty depleted, so we can't rely on the cavalry too much. And for some reason, he's brought some town militia with him because I forgot to remove them from the stack, but oh well. We do have the mercenary ribolts, though, which could cause some havoc, I suppose, but yeah. This isn't our best army, really, to be honest, but never mind.
May God bless the sons of Scotland.
Oh, we'll get to see some Welsh on the battlefield for the first time in the campaign, which is kind of cool, I guess. Oh yeah, and he's the only general we have that has a foot-bound bodyguard unit. He doesn't actually have bodyguard cavalry like all the others. He has a unit of Highland nobles.
Ah, lads. My blood is up and would be at battle soon. Let's touch!
Oh, anyway, he's got some mercenary knights, that helps.
Units,
And the Ribolt, yeah. Okay, so. Alright. Let's see. Noble archers at the front. The pikes. What little of them we actually still have. Let's line them up there. There we go. Wallace standing at the back there. The Ribolts, we will put them at the front, I think. Just thinking in terms of line of sight here, this should probably actually be up here on the flank, actually. There we go. And the cavalry. Guess we'll put them up here. Alright. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, Highlanders. Right, well, then, you know, Highlanders there. And over there as well. Job done. Hello, Norway. Norwegian king's over there somewhere. It's a shame we don't have any proper cannons, but we'll make do, I'm sure. Yeah, our cavalry force is a little bit pitiful, unfortunately, but it'll have to bloody do. Where are the Welsh? Reinforcements delayed. And enemy reinforcements delayed as well. Okay, well that's fair, I guess.
Noble archers!
You coming towards me? Yes, you are. Right, now these aren't to be totally sniffed out. These Norwegian heavy infantry are reasonably good in a straight-up fight, in a straight-up slug-in match. So let's not underestimate them. However, I still think our chances are pretty good. We do have a very experienced army, even if the units themselves aren't the best. I don't know what the range of these Ribolts is. It's not terrifically long by the looks of things. A bit fucking useless, really. They do make pretty bang pop whiz noises, though. The Norwegians' biggest weakness, essentially, is the fact that they have astonishingly shitty cavalry. Like, a pretty much complete lack of good cavalry, actually. Which is how we've been able to just wipe the floor with them previously. Because the Scots don't have amazing cavalry either, really. It's just, it's better than theirs, so... That's how old Alexander the Merciless kicked their asses, for the most part. He just went ham with the cavalry constantly. You know what, guys? I'm going to move you back there and turn off skirmish mode, because you're not doing a lot of good out here. It's going to take you forever to get back through those pike formations, so... lads? Oh god, the animations have got stuck. Fucking hell. You guys going to fire? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as you can see, they're pretty fucking useless, these things. Yeah, the archer animations have gotten stuck, so they're just going to sit there like lemmings now. Brilliant. Fucking move your asses. It's a symptom of the way medievals engine works, unfortunately. It's very, very sluggish compared to Rome Total War, and it's prone to these weird animation glitches, unfortunately. Oh, does the king want to fight? Looks like he might, actually. Let's see. Well, let's break you guys off. You can charge. I might have to do most of the flanking with my infantry, apparently. That's the way it's looking. Meanwhile... Oh my frame rate, what was going on there?
The battle is very
Jesus
much
Christ.
in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
All right, the route's
victory
begun.
will be ours.
Good stuff. The King's Bodyguard are doing some serious work on our knights there. Apparently they've got some really good stats on them. Not terrifically surprising, I have to admit.
The enemy
There,
king
the king's
lies
dead.
Slain by our fearless warriors.
That'll do a mint.
Attack while his men
There we go,
mourn
it's
their
starting.
loss.
It's starting. It's happening! The rout is beginning.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Might as well let William Wallace get stuck in. Why not?
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh my days. Hello. Yeah, here come the reinforcements, however. So let's not get too carried away. What about the Welsh? Where are the Welsh at? It's still fucking late. Jesus Christ, you can't rely on them for anything, can you? Bloody hell. Is this their way of getting back at me for killing their princess? Yeah, I guess in which case, fair enough. Oh, Jesus Christ, somebody killed those fucking catapults.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Right.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in courage.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's an interesting situation we have found ourselves in here. Got a little bit carried away with that initial army. Sort of forgot that there's a second one. Third one, in fact, actually, as well. Oh my god, fucking hell, that looked like... Oh, catapults, man. Fucking hate them. What are you stupid cunts doing? Right. Everyone who's not running, start running. Wales! It would be great if you turned up right about now. I am just saying. Motherfuckers. Oh, God. Swear. Alright, something needs to be done about those fucking catapults. Before William Wallace gets squished by a boulder. Alright, catapults are being dealt with. Luckily our troops aren't too exhausted, which is good.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, you guys can just stand there and, like idiots, just... Wow, the AI is truly broken. I've got knights just standing right there and they're not doing anything about it. Like, what the fuck? Different over here, meanwhile. Okay, finally things are happening. Oh dear, rip cavalry. That's not going to last long.
Andrew, protect us. Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
No! Wallace! You died, you stupid bastard. That's going to make things interesting. Well, his sacrifice was a noble one. At least the actual king didn't die. Looks like the Norwegians are routing anyway, get in. That's the thing about these Highlanders. I think if you kill William Wallace, you'll just piss them off even more.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Freedom! Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's had it. Well, he went down fighting in the front line, as he would have wished, I think. Still fared better than you did in real life. Fucking hell. Can we really not provoke these guys into doing something? My God. Like, most of his bodyguard is actually still intact. It's just he managed to somehow get himself killed through sheer bad luck. He nearly died during the siege of Longshanks' castle, if you remember. I had to actually, like, move him out before he got killed because he kept getting repeatedly smacked in the face by some random swordsman. And there's the dead. Yep, there we go.
The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to hell.
You know what? For once, these Norwegians don't seem to be going down without a fight. It makes a change. Alright, we got some routers here.
My lord, only half our force remains.
Yeah, if the fucking Welsh had turned up, this might have been not been such an issue.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
I'm going to blame William Wallace's death directly on the fact that the fucking Welsh decided not to turn up. Fucking, I don't know what the Welsh general's name is, but as far as I'm concerned, he might as well be fucking Teyrn Loghain from Dragon Age, because he has fucked us. We're probably still going to win by a whisker, but Jesus Christ. It's looking a bit dire up there, isn't it?
By the saints, our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will
Oh,
to
look
fight.
who's arrived! Look who's just arrived in the nick of fucking time, you useless sheep fucking cunts. What held you up, eh? You know what? Second thoughts, I don't want to fucking know what held you up, because I have a good idea of what probably did hold you up, you fucking degenerate pieces of shit. Look, come here dressed as the fucking, as Santa's fucking elves. I'm legitimately pissed off with the Welsh right now.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, you cunts. Get over here.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Right, we don't have any cavalry left to chase them down with, so that will have to do it.
All of Christendom will be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
I don't know if we'll exterminate Wales, because that will mean we'll have to play the campaign for another 10 million turns. I might actually destroy the Welsh army that's on the island after I've dealt with everyone else, however. I might wipe out their shitty little army in a sort of fucking Red Wedding-esque betrayal, and then that'll be the end of the campaign. That'll be the footnote at the end of the entire thing after I've taken the city. Fucking think you can cross Scotland and get away with it.
There's no pride in hiding on this side.
Execute all of you.
Scotland!
William the Just dies, and then we execute all of the prisoners in response.
Aye.
Goodness me. Right.
Where's the fight? Where to?
Can you actually move around that side of the island? Don't think so, no.
My king.
What the fucking Barons Alliance have arrived as well? What's going on? Everyone wants a piece of Castletown. This is getting ridiculous. Look at this.
Perhaps you should speak to my
Look who's finally turned up. This is mad.
What?
It's getting madder by the minute.
My liege. Command me.
My lord.
I'm gonna get you some mercenary ships you can climb onto and then sail around this side or something. I don't know. Bloody hell.
Dropping anchor until the morrow, sire.
An enemy to crush.
Attack ally. It's awfully fucking tempting.
Aye, my liege.
Yes, it is.
Aye, sir. Aye, my liege.
Aye, Captain.
All ashore, lads. Where to?
Right.
Marching to battle, sire.
This is going to be another potentially slightly rough battle, actually. We could do a night attack. That would deny them their reinforcements. In fact, yeah, we'll do exactly that. King Borislav. They're running out of people to make king, aren't they? It's going to be King Sigvat after this. In fact, if I kill this guy, I think he's the... yeah, if I kill Prince Grim the Mean, are you serious? If I kill these two, I think Norway might cease to exist as a faction and Castletown will turn rebel. Right, yeah, well, anyway.
The time's come, lads. Glory for Scotland!
Fucking enough with the rain, Jesus Christ. Is this for real right now? Oh my god. It's supposed to be a night battle. We've got torches, but that's about the only thing about it that looks night-ish. Great, so we're gonna have to fight a big fucking battle in the middle of the fog. So that's just not brilliant, is it, at all? Let's deploy up on this hill here and hope they come up to get us. Have only one group of archers. Oh god, fine. Plenty of cavalry though this time around. That's going to make a huge difference. A ridiculously huge difference, actually, as a matter of fact. And the general's bodyguard. And some fucking mortars, which can fire from behind the lines. Not as good as cannons, though, unfortunately, but hey. In terms of actual shot per death ratio. But hey ho. Hey, check these guys out. Upgraded noble swordsman. Not to be trifled with. And the fully upgraded noble pikemen. Hell yeah, look at these guys. Fuck yes. That's some nice armor you got there. We even have upgraded mailed knights and upgraded feudal knights as well. So it's a pretty tooled up army. They don't have much experience. In fact, they have virtually no experience. Actually, we do have more than one unit of archers. There we go. But they've got all the gear and no idea, unfortunately, is the general thing here. But we'll give them a chance. They should do all right in theory. And the enemy are over there somewhere. Let's move the cavalry out over here. Get ready to flank. Yeah, these guys have got some serious fucking punch. Right. Meanwhile, the Norwegians are out there somewhere. I can sort of glitch it a bit by using the middle mouse button command, but yeah. They better come up towards me. Instead of just standing there. I know I'm technically the aggressor, but still. Gonna have to pivot the army around a bit though. I think they're moving. It looks like they are. Yep, they're headed this way. Oh, I can't believe William Wallace was killed by Welsh treachery. That was a twist and a half. That was worthy of Game of fucking Thrones. That was. The Welsh shall pay for this. Mark my words. We're gonna make fucking lamb kebabs, all right, with these things. Here we are. Meanwhile, we've got the cavalry over here. Another thing I like, by the way, about the new Total War games, the line of sight stuff is demystified quite a lot. Actually, in like Attila, for example, you can actually see if you use the tactical map, which doesn't exist in this game, unfortunately. You can actually see units' line of sight using a fog of war mechanic, so you can tell if your units are hidden correctly behind a hill or something, so that the enemy army can't see them, which is useful. Gonna be coming up through these woods, I think. Here they come. We can see their torches. Oh man, yeah, look, they're jogging up the hill. They're gonna be fucking exhausted by the time they get up here. Alright, we need to pivot you guys slightly back the other way. You're going after their wives. Yes. Oh, that's so cool when you can see all the pikes roll out like that. All this pike shit is getting me really excited for King or Country Let's Play. It's going to be coming, because that's all pike and shot out the wazoo. Are we firing the mortars yet? We are indeed! Hooray! I don't expect they'll do much, honestly. Mortars are a bit useless. I just, you know, fancied getting them just for shits and giggles, really. Having said that, they did knock a few guys out there, so I suppose that's alright. Oh, they brought their own artillery, I see. Oh, God! Why are catapults more effective than cannons? It's ridiculous. Well, we've got the cavalry in position to deal with that shit pronto, so... Just as soon as they start engaging... Oh, yeah, here we go. Where are these fucking catapults? Hidden down here in the woods, aren't they? There you are. Oh, bloody hell, the Norwegians actually brought some cavalry with them. I'm surprised. It's because they've got 2 units of generals' bodyguards, that's why. Right, so meanwhile... we need to kill those catapults! Fucking hell! Where are the little shits? There they are. Right, see if we can kill both their generals' units down here in this little melee. Oh, these guys have gotten up here. Ah, dismounted feudal knights. Let's check these guys out. These guys should be pretty good as infantry units go. No, actually charge, guys. Come on, fuck's sake. Jesus, yeah, these generals' bodyguards are pretty hench. They're killing quite a few of our knights. Alright, they've started routing, which is good news. Alright, it's kind of annoying that all of our cavalry got caught up in this stupid mosh pit over here, but whatever. We can live with it. Ah, yeah, all the charging Highlanders sent them running for the hills. Fucking fantastic. Brilliant.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Kill their fucking king, please. Alright, they're routing now, so get them. See if you can kill or capture their family member, dude, wherever he is. Nice. Prince Grim. We got him. Holy fucking shit. Look how many of my knights they killed, the fucks. Jesus. And there's the king still fighting valiantly on over there.
Only half the enemy force remains. The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Get it. There he is. There he is. There's the king. Get him. Fucking get the bastard. And meanwhile, we'll try and mop up this lot. Get stuck in. Holy shit. You can see the prisoner count at the bottom right there. We've already got 720 odd prisoners. He's going to get away, isn't he? Like, guys just aren't quite quick enough. Unless these mailed knights can catch up to him. Come on, you can do it, lads. He's right there. Get him. Oh, fucking Highland nobles coming in the opposite direction. Yes. You got him trapped. Oh, mate, you're so screwed. There we go. King Borislav, we've got him. We've taken nearly 1,000 prisoners now, and they're all going to be executed. Oh, yes. Some very fucking tired noble swordsmen running along in full armor in the mud. The reason I brought some of the armies is because I knew that with each successive battle, our guys would end up probably getting seriously mauled like this lot have here, especially the cavalry. So instead of having to send these guys back and retrain them or fight on with some really fucked up cavalry, we can just move in a new stack that's completely fresh.
Orders completed, Your Majesty.
I think I'll call it there, I think. Can't be bothered to chase the rest.
All of Christendom will be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
There's no pride in hiding by his side.
Factionaire and factionally. Look how much he's worth. That's incredible. Goodbye. And that's it. That's the end of Norway. As you can see, Castletown has now turned to a rebel settlement.
Aye, Lord.
So what I need to do...
Aye, my liege.
Where is my epic... yeah, here you are, the guys with the cannons.
Aye, my liege. Loading the troops into the transport.
My king. March!
Aye. Taking the men ashore.
Here we go.
Aye, my liege.
Castletown.
For the honor of Scotland, we march to battle. We shall hold them to siege, sire.
Oh, the Welsh want in on this, do they? Fuck off. This is mine and it's all mine. This is what's left. Apparently they've spontaneously turned into a bunch of Welshmen. Yes, if that's not saying something, I don't know what is.
For the glory of Scotland, attack!
Norway is completely wiped out of the game. Yep, they're gone. We killed both their two remaining family members. We executed them both. The king and the prince are both dead, so therefore, with no remaining family members, the faction basically just ceases to exist.
I doubt there's a man over there who's worthy of cleaning my horse's arse, let alone holding a sword. Let's do it then! What?
Remember that the goal here is to capture the settlement, not destroy it. Buildings destroyed on the battlefield will also be destroyed on the campaign map.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we do have a friendly army, apparently. It's a Scottish one, that's fine. I'm not letting the Welsh get in on the action. They can fuck right off. Alright, so... And as you can see, we've got our cannons. Culverins, which are pretty badass. And they're going to fuck up these walls, that's for sure. You guys... just put you in shootout stance, I guess. Sudden random tutorial. I know, it's weird, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I turned the tutorial off as well, so... I turned off all the advisor announcements, and yet somehow he managed to pop up. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Weird. Anyway. Here's the cavalry, which we will not be seeing really any use of whatsoever. Alright. Fucking get to work, lads. I wouldn't be carrying that torch around with all the gunpowder, mate, if I were you. Grief. Holy shit, yep, they're doing some good work. They're making mincemeat out of those walls. What are these guys doing right now? You're just sort of standing there doing not a lot. Aside from getting attacked by towers with arrows, but whatever. They've done their part in the previous battle, so... Tell you what, just move over there. Just go over there. Look at this! They're just fucking wrecking the place. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, that makes the bombards I was using earlier look like fucking, you know, ballistas.
ancient Jericho, the walls fall before the righteous. Send our men through to slay our ungodly foe.
Your army gets controlled by the AI. Yeah, so basically, allied armies. Oh, they've got cannons of their own. Shit. Oh wait, no, those are our cannons. Never mind. AI armies. Basically, anything that's greater than the number of slots you have available here gets controlled by the AI. However, in Medieval 2, it gives you some degree of control over what the AI is doing. So. In the later Total War games, you can control armies of up to 40 units. You can control absolutely massive armies totally directly. However, not in these earlier Total War games. Yeah, these cannons are incredible. They've not even used up most of their, even half of their ammo, and they've just completely pulverized these walls into oblivion. They're so fucking good. Look at it, it's just a total ruin.
We are through the enemy's walls, into the breach and on to glory and victory. Ancient Jericho, the walls fall before the righteous. Send our men through to slay our ungodly foe. The gates are down! The gates are down!
This is total overkill, by the way. We didn't need to do all this, but still. It's pretty good. Just for fun. You'll note the AI is now retreating back to the town center. There's no way it can hold this shit. The tower down. They're really accurate as well, these cannons. Jesus Christ. Fucking hits on that tower all the way over there. Where are my allied Scotsmen are off to climb that hill over there because I told them to go there. Because the AI in command of them in a siege battle inevitably results in them losing hundreds and hundreds of men just to arrow towers and stupid shit like that because the AI is totally dumb. So if possible, I like to keep the AI well out of it, especially since even without them, it's complete overkill. Come a long way since the beginning of the campaign with the Spear Militia and Highlanders, haven't we? Jesus Christ. Do you remember those early siege battles against the little towns with the wooden walls?
We have captured the enemy's walls.
Oh, that's fitting. We do have a unit of Highlanders with us right here at the very end, even if they are nice and upgraded. It's a shame we don't have any gallow glasses, because those guys were fucking heroes. Apparently some of their archers have started firing at us. Oh, hello, yeah. Alright, final showdown. Jesus, yeah, Welsh archers are not to be fucking trifled with. These guys have got insane armor, and they still got a whole bunch of them knocked down by that volley.
Is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Two-handed axe dudes versus two-handed sword dudes. Fuck yeah.
Good tidings! The enemy general lies dead. We have set the cur to hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of enemy corpses on the ground there and not a lot of friendly ones. Seriously, a unit of peasants? Fair enough. Hello again, archers. You didn't manage to run away from us, I'm afraid. It's a glorious massacre. All hail the Scottish Empire. Oh, it's so cool. We have come such a long way since the start of the campaign as well. It's quite satisfying to see us reach this point with all these super high-end units just kicking ass completely in a big-ass castle instead of a tiny shitty hovel with a wooden wall like at the start. Of course, we're not done yet once we've taken this place. We've still got these Welsh idiots to deal with.
Blooded. They have lost half their men.
Sorry, my headset's getting a little uncomfortable. I have to keep shifting it a bit so that my ear doesn't feel like it's going to fall off. But yeah, we're not going to actually continue the campaign to the point where we just conquer Wales. But what we are going to do... Oh, there's just one guy left. What we are going to do is absolutely brutally murder that Welsh army on the island with us before we go, for their part in deliberately turning up late to the battle and therefore causing the death of Saint William of Wallace or whatever. Oh, check it out. Peasants versus dismounted feudal knights. It's only going to end one way. Yeah, this will go on YouTube, the whole thing will. There's a delay, though, because of my agreement with Twitch as a partner. I have to wait a minimum of 24 hours before I upload the VOD to YouTube, so...
Andrew, our men have taken control of the castle.
Oh, brutal. You see that? Some of these animations are quite fun, I have to admit. Yeah, I did put up a video, it's on my channel. How to watch a stream you missed. So if you're in any doubt about how to watch the streams that you missed, you should probably watch that video. Because as you might imagine by the title, it does explain things. Oh, we are actually getting shot at by the castle here. Like, there are actually archers in the slits up there, as you can see the arrows going by. Probably causing more casualties than these actually enemy infantry are.
All of Christendom will be in awe of the
We
victory
did it.
we have won here today.
Castletown is ours.
Aye, victory for Scotland.
Fucking sack it. There we go. There it is. Victory! You have won this game. All your people celebrate this victory. Would you like to continue and gain even greater glory? More like infamy after what I'm about to do with these fucking Welsh bastards. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Faction destroyed in Norway. But we are not done. Oh no, we're not.
Crush, aye, my liege.
Not even slightly.
Command me.
We've got some Welshies to deal with.
An enemy to crush.
Yes, we have.
Moving out. Where's the fight? Aye, my liege. We march to glory.
I suppose we might as well take command of the King's army. He has survived this entire game, actually. He's 61, so he's very close to dying of old age. But he has made it through the entire campaign. Fair play to him.
Aye, Lord.
There's what's left of William Wallace's guys. Oh, poor old Wallace.
Aye, my liege.
It's a shame, really, but never mind.
Aye, my liege. What?
The King's army's not particularly brilliant, to be honest with you, but whatever. We can work with it.
An enemy to crush.
I am but an ally, Lord, not a subject.
Yeah, ally, inverted commas.
Command
Piece of
me.
shit.
Where's the fight?
Yeah, I think we should probably take command of the King's army. It would be more fitting, really, I think. Even though these guys are better equipped.
What?
The little shit ran away. For fuck's sake, Wales.
Aye, my liege.
You can't do anything right.
Aye, my liege.
And then perfectly surrounded as well. That would have been fantastic.
Aye, Lord.
Ugh, how can I surround him now? I can't really, can I?
Aye, my liege. Aye,
Could move you
Thy
there.
king.
Wallace's lads will get in on the action, I suppose, which is appropriate, though.
where's the fight? Moving out.
He has not really anything I can do. He's backed himself into this teeny-weeny little corner here,
What?
where I can't really do shit, unfortunately.
Aye, sire.
An enemy to crush. Aye. Where's the fight?
Annoying little
Aye, my
bastard.
liege. Leading the men with honor, sire.
Well, we'll be using this slightly better army then instead. We've chased him to the edge of the island. We've chased him right onto the beach, pretty much. Well, there we go. That's William's remnants getting in on the action then, basically, yeah, so...
May God bless the sons of Scotland.
Could we not have some yet more fog, please? Thank you. It would have been way more epic to have, like, 4 armies all around him closing in at the same time. Because then I could have just sat back and watched the carnage, but now I'm going to actually have to fight this properly. But oh well.
If a head needs lopping, try not to think of the money. Units, await my order.
Oh well.
Units, march! Units, march! Units, march! Move out! March! Units, march!
Oh, we got some gallows glasses! Hooray! I didn't notice them. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of proper infantry. It's mostly just pike dudes, unfortunately.
Units, march! Units, march!
Utter shitload of cavalry, though, on the bright side. So that's nice.
Units, march! Advance! General Nottingham, march! March! Units, units, march! Units, march!
Well, hiding in the woods, making it difficult for me to pin down exactly where the fuckers are. Oh, reinforcements delayed, really? For fuck's sake. None of this has gone according to plan. It's actually very annoying. Yeah, run and hide in the woods, you Welsh pricks. I'm coming for you. As you can see by all the experience chevrons, this is one of the armies that conquered England, so they've seen a few battles. We've even got some English billmen here with us. Because credit where it's due, these English hate the Welsh as much as I do right now, so might as well let them get in on the action.
Heavy infantry!
Big fuck off mountain over there, bloody hell. I don't think there are any mountains like that on the Isle of Man in real life, but whatever. Maybe use some sheep to lure them out, yeah.
White men! Lord, charge this position!
Look at this. Look at this shit. They've just retreated right to the very back end of the map, right near the red border. You fucking cowards. Weaselly little shits. I don't even care about these bombards, to be honest with you. They're fairly useless against infantry anyway. Right, yeah, I have the cavalry advance along the beach there, so they're not faffing around in the woods. Oh, I forgot about these guys. These are our merchant cavalry from the Merchants Guild we have up in Perth. Not really as good as knights, but they're still better than border horses, so... Fuck's sake. Forests in this game are a pain in the arse because you can't see what the fuck you're doing. There's the Welsh army anyway. Lots of archers, basically. Fuckloads of archers. And some slightly shit infantry. Okay, yeah, they're bringing the missile units up. I can't really see what state my army is in, unfortunately, because they're all fucking stuck in the woods here. God's sake. Oh. Honestly, if I'd thought of it at the time, well, what I should have done is march the army around here instead. But oh well. Chase him off a bit. You know what, honestly. At the risk of creating a second Agincourt,
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
This is a beautiful thing about an enemy with no spear units. He actually got some, but he's not got them on the front, so... Yeah, they would attack me on the mainland, but we're not going to play beyond this battle. This is just the end of the campaign. We've already won. We've met the victory conditions. We're just doing this for shits and giggles because these cunts are responsible for William Wallace dying, ultimately. By failing to turn up at the battle they were supposed to turn up at.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Yeah, you fucking route. You fucking route. Oh, hello. Where did this fucking cavalry come from? Holy shit, look at all this. Okay. Oh man, I hate woods. And naturally the Welsh love woods. Because why wouldn't they? You come through routing. Apparently not. Oh, what the shit is going on over here? This is getting weird. What is with this Welsh army? They spent the first half of the battle moving their asses all the way over here to the edge of the map, and now half their army is pivoted around to the other side. This is getting really goddamn tiresome, I don't mind saying. Jesus Christ.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Fucking AI, man. Beyond stupid! Oh, hello. Well, there's this lot here. I think I forgot to set the setting that would make them join the battle, but whatever. Look, they've just relocated their whole shit show over to this side now. What are you even doing? You idiots. Oh, for God's sake. This is getting really annoying. Really annoying. I do so fucking hate it when the AI just derps out and starts doing really stupid shit like this.
Generals for the guard.
Guess I'll just harass them with cavalry a bit more, I guess. I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm not marching through the fucking woods again. Up with that shit, I will not put. Come on, charge. Like, actually charge. There we go.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What do you think you fancy archers now, Wales? I think they're very squishy archers myself. Are they finally coming this way? Looks like it. Jesus, about time. Would have been so much more fun if they had just decided to run back to the coast. We could have just surrounded them with like those 5 million armies we had. Ah, shoes on the other foot now, Welshies. You've got to come through the forest to get to me. Bit of a daunting prospect, isn't it, when we've all got pikes at our end.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, look, they've still got some archers here who are about to get absolutely wrecked by these guys.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Gotcha. That gentleman there was the one responsible directly for William Wallace being killed. That gentleman right there who just got knocked straight off his horse. And will be executed if he survives. Beautiful. So far we've taken 1,106, 12 prisoners. And we're going to execute them all for their betrayal. You know, it's ironic I mentioned the, well, not really ironic, but more coincidental that I should mention the Red Wedding earlier, when it was actually... The Red Wedding in Game of Thrones was actually based on a real event where a Scottish clan betrayed another Scottish clan. I forget what it was called. It was a particular massacre, though. In fact, I think it was based on a couple of Scottish massacres of that sort. There we go.
Scotland's finest.
No, no prisoners at all. They just all died. Great. Yeah, fuck you too, Wales. Fuck you too. Awesome. Well, there you go. Lincoln's really pissed off at me for some reason. There we go. Let's fix that. There it is. We have finished the campaign. We made the traitorous Welsh bastards pay. Who are now at war with England and me, so in the fullness of time, they will be thoroughly fucked, ultimately. I do not have the patience to play through an entire conquest of Wales, however, so we're going to leave it at that, I'm afraid. We've officially won the campaign. We have met all of the victory conditions. Domination victory completed, as you can see there, in 89 turns. We managed it. And it was fairly epic, actually. This entire battle for the Isle of Man here was kind of ridiculous. So yeah, pretty cool anyway. Yeah, Glencoe Massacre, that was the one, yeah. Correct. So there it is. It's just coming up to, yeah, it's almost midnight, so I was more or less on time there.
March to glory. Aye, my liege.
Orders. Aye, Lord. Move out.
Aye, my liege.
Yeah, you can just sort of move in the general direction of the Welsh. So yeah, we did it. I think the Barons Alliance would probably help us out too, actually, come to think of it. So that's cool. But the English are with us now. In fact, where's my diplomat?
Awaiting your command.
What is it you wish to discuss? I accept this wonderful...
Well, there you go.
Fruitful. Farewell.
England is now allied to us. They are no longer at war with Ireland or the Barons Alliance. And we have united against the greater common foe, and that is the dastardly Welsh. But that is a tale for another time. Indeed, we probably will never actually bother to do it. I'll drop a save anyway. Fucking Welsh. But there you go. The Welsh, they didn't count on. Presumably it was in retaliation for those two princesses of theirs that I assassinated, who were trying to bribe my units. And so in return for that, they turned up deliberately late to William Wallace's battle with the Norwegians. William Wallace, as a result, died fighting valiantly in the front line. So we took the Isle of Man and we massacred all the Welshmen responsible for turning up late to the battle. And now every nation in the British Isles has allied against them. So, yeah. GG Wales. That didn't really play out for you, did it? Look, Cardiff is under siege right now. Your fucking capital city. In fact, no, I think your capital city's, yeah, Carnarvon. But anyway, yeah, GG Wales. You fucked up. And there you are, so... Oh, it was a good campaign, though. Bloody good fun. I do love the Britannia campaign. It's... I like the narrower focus in terms of geographical area versus the main grand campaign with all of Europe. I do enjoy it. They actually recently announced, the Total War guys, that they're going to work on a new series of Total War games called Total War Sagas, which are going to be a lot more like this. Like this and like Fall of the Samurai, where it's focused on a very specific, small geographical area within a very specific, small time frame. And I'm all in for that, because that's where some of the best stuff Total War's actually ever done really has been, actually, is when in those very narrowly focused scenarios. Because that's what the Kingdoms expansion obviously was in the end. It was little scenarios like this, because you had the Britannia campaign, which was this. You had the Crusades campaign, which was literally just the Holy Land, so Jerusalem and Antioch and all that. And then you had the Teutonic campaign, which was like the Baltics, with the pagan Lithuanians versus the Teutonic Order and stuff like that. So... And I enjoyed all three of those campaigns a lot more than the base Grand campaign, which covered all of Europe, actually. So... And yeah, they've done some other ones as well, like the Peninsula campaign for Napoleon, which I bought on the sale and I haven't actually played yet. And obviously the other little mini Napoleon campaigns. In fact, if I was going to do a Napoleon Total War Let's Play, I don't think I'd bother with the Grand campaign. I would actually instead do... all the little mini Napoleon campaigns, because they're actually pretty good. Well, you play as Napoleon, obviously. And yeah, they did the Charlemagne and the last Roman campaigns for Attila as well, which I haven't tried yet. Oh yeah, they did the Americas as well, which was not as good as the others, but still pretty fun, admittedly. It was a nice change of scenery, actually, if anything, with all those Aztec cities and Aztec units versus the conquistadors and stuff. That was admittedly quite fun too. So yeah, there you go. So next time, I think we'll be continuing with more Total War, but it'll be a different Total War game. It will either be, I think, me briefly checking out the Warhammer one, because I've not really done anything with that yet. I might start a Warhammer campaign as... I'm thinking of either Vampire Counts or the Orcs. I'm not sure which. Both seem appealing. And in addition to that, I might potentially start streaming... I did say I would do a little bit of a Roma Surrectum stream at some point, so I could showcase that a bit. But in terms of an actual serious campaign, I'm thinking of maybe doing the Peninsula campaign in Napoleon for a bit of a fun change of pace. Because the Peninsula campaign, for those not familiar, is literally just Spain and Portugal, and that's it. That's the entire map. And yeah, and obviously I'd want to be playing as the coalition, so basically the British. Against the French, who you start off essentially with the British controlling Gibraltar and the French control everything else, and you have to start from there. And they added a whole bunch of new mechanics in it, like partisans and stuff like that, which looks actually really interesting. So I would like to have a bash at that for sure. I might have to go away and watch a few episodes of Sharp first, so I can get my quotes ready. Maybe work on a Sean Bean impression. So yeah. But yeah. Could be fun. Yeah, I'm going to stop now, Ashman. You can go to bed, mate. We're done. I am going to go as well. Shogun 2. Oh, we'll do some Shogun 2. Don't you worry about that. I've never really had a serious crack at the Fall of the Samurai campaign. I've played a bit of it, but I never got very far with it, so we'll have to remedy that at some point for sure. I played a fair bit of the base game. I had a Shimazu campaign, which went really, really well. I really enjoyed it. It was fun as well because I played when I played the original Shogun, I played the Shimazu more than any other faction, and had a lot of fun with that. So playing them again, but in Shogun 2 was really cool. Although admittedly, with the original Shogun, I played far more of the Mongol invasion expansion. Actually, that never made it into Shogun 2, sadly, but there was an expansion for the original Shogun, which was dealing with a Mongol invasion of Japan. I can't remember whether that really happened or not. I can't remember whether the DLC was, the expansion was purely hypothetical, or whether it was based on an actual attempted Mongol invasion of Japan. But either way, I played a lot more of that, actually, than I did the base Sengoku Jidai scenario. It was bloody good fun, actually, playing as either the Japanese or the Mongols. Oh, same here, Aishlin. I'd love a fucking Mongol Total War. You've no idea. I think that'd be the coolest shit ever. I've always kind of liked the idea, but also, particularly after watching Marco Polo a couple of months ago in its entirety on Netflix, it's sadly cancelled now, actually, which is a huge shame. Because it was shaping up to be I tell you, all the good historical dramas end up getting fucking axed in the end. It happened to Rome as well. Rome, which was done by HBO and the BBC as a collaborative thing. Rome was fucking fantastic. It really was. And then it got axed after a second season. And Marco Polo as well. They only managed to do 2 seasons of that before Netflix cancelled it. But it was awesome. And it was all about Kublai Khan and the Mongols and stuff. And that made me really, really want a Mongol Total War. So, yeah. Did actually happen. Yeah, I mean, clearly it wasn't very successful though. But yeah, you could play as them in the expansion. You could conquer all of Japan, which I did do as the Mongols, or you could play as the Japanese and try and hold them back. And in the expansion, at least, compared to as opposed to real life, in the expansion, the Mongols were really rough to fight as the Japanese in the early game. You ended up losing loads and loads of territory to the Mongols early on before you managed to get your shit together and recruit some decent units to fight them with. It was pretty cool. Those early Total War games where they had the Risk-style map with just provinces and no 3D crap moving armies around, they were really good, to be honest with you, because those were the only Total War games that had really good AI. The AI on the campaign map was really, really scarily clever, and on the battle maps as well, it was pretty good too. But particularly on the campaign map, it was not only good at attacking and defending provinces, but it could also run its country properly, as in it would build all its buildings and upgrades and stuff efficiently. So you ended up having a really, really super challenging late game quite often in those early games. Whereas in this one, all the AIs tend to just sort of sit and drool in the corner and fail to run their own cities properly and stuff like that. It seems to be the only way to make these later Total War games challenging is to add a random brand new faction horde basically at the end, like the Mongols in the main medieval campaign, for example, and the Timurids as well, or the Huns in Attila. Seems to be the only way to make it challenging. Ultimately, it's to just dump 10 million stacks of highly experienced units on the map to suddenly attack you.
Aye, my liege.
But yeah. Anyway, that's it from Scotland. Brave old William Wallace bravely died out in the fields of the Isle of Man, finishing the campaign for us. Without his sacrifice, we could not have won the Britannia campaign, so rest in peace, William Wallace. And to be honest with you, he was getting so fucking old, to be honest with you. He was going to die of old age pretty soon anyway. You saw his portrait. His hair had turned grey and everything. He was an old man, so... Yeah, he would have died of some fucking disease, I think, to be honest with you, if he'd survived much longer anyway, so... But there you go, William Wallace and Alexander the Merciless. We salute you both. And of course, what's his face down here? Where is he?
Aye, my liege.
There he is. Arkil of Midlothian here, who I am quite sure if this campaign were to continue would have become the Butcher of Wales. Because this dude's got some serious fucking stats for a guy that's 21. Holy shit. Just got, yeah, like I said, born conqueror. That is a hell of a trait to get. So yeah, I'm sure he would have gone on a prolific career of murdering Welshmen, but I can't be asked, frankly, so we're not going to bother. Where's the console? Can I get the console up? There we go. Let's turn off the fog of war and get a look at the map. So, yeah, as you can see here, the Irish managed to unify Ireland pretty much entirely, except for Ulster up here. Belongs to the Barons' Alliance. And Wales, well, let's see. You know, they've got one full stack here defending this castle. Large army in their capital. Little stack there. And then these 3 full stacks here as well. So they still have a lot of armies to get through. And I would have taken forever. Would have had to reposition this lot off of the Isle of Man and down to here. Though I could have launched an amphibious invasion of Carnarvon, which would have taken them off guard for sure. And especially with all those cannons, it would have made mincemeat of the defences. But yeah, it just would have been busy work, to be honest with you. Aside from dealing with these 3 stacks here, that would be the fun part, dealing with them. And then after that, and to be honest with you, it wouldn't even be that, because these guys would not leave their castle. I highly doubt they would leave the town either, because the AI just works like that, especially in this campaign. They tend to garrison these little castles here, and then they never leave them. The English were the same when we were invading England. They had guys sat in these little forts here, and they just never left. Like Longshanks, for example, in his castle up here. The entire game, as soon as he spawned back in after returning from the Crusades with all his Templars, he basically just sat in that castle doing fuck all with a huge full stack, even while he was losing the entire north, so... Ooh, that's a bit weird. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. There's the Irish over here, who I've never played as in this scenario. I think they're the only faction
well met, noble sire.
They're the only faction I've not played as. For one reason being, it's a bit weird that they all have Scottish accents, for one thing, but...
Have you seen what I do to our foes, brother?
Yeah, I never bothered to play as the Irish. I've done a Welsh campaign before, which was good fun. And I even installed a mod that allowed me to play as the Barons' Alliance once, actually. That was pretty cool, too. And obviously I've done an English campaign, although I never finished it because it got a little bit boring, because you start off as the most powerful faction and pretty much remain that way. So I think I managed to conquer Scotland and basically called it a day there after I took Perth. But there you go. Anyway, like I said, I'll be back next stream. We'll play some other random game or two, but for the Total War part of the stream, which seems to be the latter half of it at the moment, we will be doing any number of things. Maybe a bit of Roma Surrectum. Maybe some Total War Warhammer. And maybe some Peninsula campaign in Napoleon. Because I quite like Napoleon. It's not a bad game. Fairly underrated, actually, to be honest with you, because it was overshadowed by Empire Total War, which was just utter dog shit. Terrible, terrible fucking game. However, Napoleon, which was built with the same engine and everything, is actually pretty good because they fixed all sorts of stuff. Maybe Broken Crescent. Yeah, that's another option too. That's for sure. Actually, yeah, that's true. Bit of a Broken Crescent campaign. I could see myself running a fairly short-ish Broken Crescent campaign as like the Byzantines, where I just take back the eastern half of the Roman Empire. And then, you know, call that the victory. I don't really care much for these conquer the entire world campaigns, you know what I mean? I don't really go in for that because they get really, really, really boring as they go on, you know? When you're trying to conquer every last province on the map, I find that a bit of a drag, really. It stops getting interesting and starts getting really, really tedious. So I pretend to prefer the short campaigns when I can, and if not, then I just try to go for the victory goals, and then, you know, nothing more, nothing less. Unless I've got some specific idea in mind, like, for example, you know, retaking the Eastern Roman Empire as the Byzantines, for instance. So, yeah. And, yeah, when Stalker is eventually finished on the main channel on YouTube, I'll be doing a For King or Country Let's Play, which is a Medieval 2 mod set during the English Civil War. It's got more or less the same map as this, actually, although it's cut off at the top here with Scotland, and it doesn't include Ireland. So it's pretty much just England and Wales. But it's an absolutely fucking class mod made by pretty much one guy called Alpha Delta back in the day. And it's about the English Civil War, and it's got a hugely... They totally overhauled everything. They did a new user interface, brand new units, all the different English Civil War regiments. It's totally, really, like, scarily accurate. They did huge amounts of research into it, and I'm really looking forward to playing it for a video series. I've been doing some reading up on the history as well in preparation for it. I've been doing a bit of research, so I'll be able to chew your ear off in the videos about the actual real history in addition to what's going on in the game. So that'll be good fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I already did a CK2 run. It's on YouTube. It got cut short by Paradox updating the game and breaking my save, unfortunately, but I do have a bunch of Crusader Kings 2 videos already on YouTube. So, including, I think, a VOD or two of a Game of Thrones mod playthrough I did as well. So there's that in addition to regular CK2. Start up a proper game of Battle Brothers. Yeah, I think it's tempting, to be honest with you. It actually is. I'd like to continue. I'd like to do some Battle Brothers, and I wouldn't mind continuing Darkest Dungeon at some point as well. So, anyway, right. I've had enough. It's just about to go midnight here. It's 23:59. I need to go to bed. In fact, I need a drink, because I'm parched. And then I'm going to crawl into bed with my Nintendo DS and play some Fire Emblem and then fall asleep. That's my general plan. So, everybody, have a great weekend. You know what? I'm not going to make any promises, but I could potentially do a little stream tomorrow afternoon. In the evening, I'm going to be watching Variax doing his stream. He's going to be playing Gothic and the Solus Project, I think, in the evening. But in the afternoon, I could potentially do a little mini stream of something. No promises, though. I may just get up tomorrow and decide, nah, fuck it. I just want to put my feet up and chill for the rest of my weekend before people start getting back for work on Monday. Enjoy the rest of my miniature vacation. So, yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And that's it for me. Boys and girls, ta very much, and goodbye.